Are we recording?
Keep it on the down low, I've gotta stop this download.
Regular Joe here regarding outsiders. I want to start a collaboration right now all about those outlaws, those outliers, the odd ones out who march the beat of their own drummer. We've been doing a lot of different collaborations centered around certain themes, and I think this is a really good one that actually our producer Jared came up with and contributed. What is it that makes certain people want to do things differently than normal? You got everybody over here doing it a certain way, and everybody else saying you have to do it this way, but someone else is like, no, I'm going to do it that way. Why? And when that happens, where does that go? In fact, oftentimes it takes an outsider to influence that status quo, to change everybody's mind. Now everybody's doing it the way that used to be unpopular. And speaking of popularity, is there a difference there? Is there a difference between being unpopular and being an outsider? Can you be popular and an outsider at the same time? I think you can, actually, whether it's artists like, say, Radiohead does things really different, but they're super popular, or Albert Einstein, Steve Jobs, people like that, breaking norms, but ending up really popular and changing people's ideas about things. So this is all just food for thought to get the conversation going and the collaboration going regarding outsiders. You can contribute to this collaboration in any number of ways. The easiest way is probably for you to just turn on your camera, like what I'm doing right now, and just talk, tell us your thoughts about outsiders. Or you could write a story regarding outsiders, write a song, paint a picture, make a short film. If you're a video editor, you could take footage of all these different people talking about outsiders and start cutting them together into something presentable. Or if you're an animator and you find an image, something that somebody illustrated regarding outsiders that you really like, you could take that and turn it into an animation. Build on something that someone else has done. That's how we do it, collaborative remix. Also really important is curation. If you're not a video editor, you're not an illustrator, you're not a writer, but you have good taste, that's hugely helpful because we're gonna get thousands of contributions. We get 2,500 new records on hitRECord every day. So for somebody like you to go through all the different records being contributed to this collaboration and make an album of all the different stuff that you think is good, that's super, super helpful. Right now, we're making a bunch of art, getting ready for our tour. We're gonna do a tour of our live shows this coming autumn. So everything we're doing regarding outsiders or any of the collaborations that we've got going right now, they have the potential to screen at one of our live shows or end up on one of our works of publishing, one of our vinyl records. And as you know, we always split the profits 50-50 with our contributing artists. And as you may or may not know, recently we announced a really cool relationship we've got going with Levi's. Levi's is going to support hitRECord for this season, meaning they're going to sponsor our tour. They're going to distribute some of our videos far and wide across the internet, and they're going to help us pay our contributing artists way more than we have ever been able to before. Levi's actually has a really cool history of doing this. They've supported artists like Shepard Fairey, James Murphy. By the way, both of those are actually really good examples of outsiders, people who do what they do in a way that's pretty different than what's normal, but they do it well. So I just want to thank Levi's for their support and for including us in this long list of really cool art and artists that they've supported in the past. It's awesome that they're coming on board to recognize what we're doing on hitRECord. Makes me feel good. So let's get to work regarding outsiders, and thanks again.